Are you still believing this, that GLP-1s are for extreme weight loss and they have scary side effects? Today we're going to talk about GLP-1 microdosing and all the ins and outs of it. We're going to take the fear and the confusion out of it for you. I started on GLP-1 and I started on the high doses for weight loss. I should say I tried to. I went from 2.5, which is kind of a microdose level, to 5.0, and my body did not like it, and I got really sick. So I went back down to 2.5, which is a GLP-1 microdose level, and I have been on that now for about 4 months. I've lost 29 pounds and 24 and a half inches. So it does get the weight off. But not only does it help get the weight off, it has so many other benefits, and it's helped me create lifestyle habits that are going to keep the weight off once and for all. So what exactly is GLP-1 microdosing, and how is it different than weight loss GLP-1? So here's the big difference. It's the amount that you're going to be taking. If you're on a GLP weight loss, there's a standard protocol that goes from 2.5 to 5 to 7.5 to 10, and it continues to go up. And after 1 month, you move from the 2.5 to the 5 and on up. With the microdosing, you're not going to be going above that 2.5 level, and depending on how much weight you have, you may even start below that level. When you're doing these smaller microdosing levels, you're not going to have a lot of the side effects that you hear about people who are on GLP-1 for weight loss. And there's all these things that we're hearing, that they're having side effects, and you're not going to see that when you're on the microdose level. At least I can say that has been my experience, and having helped many clients now, I've seen the same thing. It's usually when they increase the dose that they start to have some of those nasty side effects that you hear about. GLP-1 microdosing is a longevity tool. There are so many health benefits to GLP-1 that it makes sense to be on it from a longevity perspective. There's cardiovascular health. There's studies showing around Alzheimer's and dementia. There's blood sugar. There's inflammation. Inflammation is one of the biggest things that causes disease. So if you can eliminate that, that's a huge deal. Not to mention the weight loss. You're going to lose weight. I have proof of that, 29 pounds now. If you're curious how microdosing works, I have put together a midlife reset resource guide that will walk you through everything you need to know about microdosing and how to get started and the dosing, all of it. If you just put below reset, we can get that over to you, and there will also be a link. If you look below, you'll see a link. If you click on that, you can get access to the resource guide. So who is microdosing GLP-1 for? Well, if you're going through menopause or if you're in post-menopause. I'm 62 years old, and I never went on any kind of medications or never did anything for menopause, and my body, it's not working like it's supposed to. I've always had a weight challenge in my life, but I've always known how to get the weight off. I have done everything under the sun and was not able to get it off. Because of the microdosing, I got rid of the food cravings, I got rid of the food noise, the inflammation, and the insulin resistance went away. And so it has enabled me to now start dropping the pounds, but also making all of the lifestyle changes. It's also good for someone who their body is sensitive to things and they don't want to go in these higher doses. They're okay with starting out slow and losing the weight slowly. And that honestly was me. When I went to the higher dose, it made me sick, and I could have just said, you know what, I'm done. But I chose to go on the lower dose, and I've stayed on it, and I've continued to lose weight. Have I lost it as fast as if I were on the higher weight loss doses? No. But what I have done for the first time is I'm making the lifestyle habit changes so that this weight is never going to come back. And I will continue microdosing because I'll find the dose that works for me, where all those things are still working, and I'm not losing weight, but I am maintaining my weight. For me, microdosing allowed me to reclaim my body. I actually can work with my body now instead of fight with my body. It's a tool that allows me to be successful. So how do you get started smartly and intentionally? Well, first and foremost, you want to make sure that where you get your product is a reputable compound pharmacy, and there are definitely some things in there that you're going to want to make sure of before you just go to anyone, because there are places out there, a lot of times it's cheaper, doesn't mean it's good. There's what they call research grade, not good. So you need to do your research, and feel free to reach out to me and I can guide you on a good, reputable compound pharmacy with high quality, made here in the USA, that's going to work for you. So what are the 3 main lifestyle habits that I have been doing that are working really well with the GLP microdosing? And I'm going to tell you right now, even if you're on the weight loss, you have to have these lifestyle changes. Otherwise, the weight is not coming off. But what I have found to make it the most successful, 30 grams of protein with every meal. Half of my body weight in water so that it flushes out my system each and every day. And strength training. Not aerobic, not running till you pass out, not HIIT training, but strength training. Because as we go into perimenopause, menopause, postmenopause, as we get older, our muscle starts to fade away. And it doesn't matter what weight loss program you're on, if you are not doing something to rebuild that muscle, which is where the protein and the strength training come in, you're going to lose muscle. So these 3 things are super important while you're microdosing. GLP-1 microdosing isn't about fixing your body. It's about working with your body. It's about giving you a tool that allows you to do the things that you need to and not feel like your hands are tied behind your back once and for all. Now, if you like what you've heard and you really want to know more, like I said, go ahead and look below. You're going to see the link where you can get my midlife reset guide, which is everything you need to know about microdosing, who's it for, how the dosing works, all of the facts. So again, you'll see the link below, and I'll look forward to seeing you in the next video.